2.5 years ago was the last time that I like properly rode a horse. Hello followers of equistoryni. It has been a long time since I made a video, and I keep wanting to look here instead of here. This is the recurring issue that we have in every single one of the vlogs I make. Okay, first things first, I got a new dog, Piper. She has her own Instagram, Pipers_pictures. I will link it in the bio. Yeah. So this clip may never surface, or it may surface. If it surfaces, that means what I am currently very excited about has actually happened. So, I didn't really vlog when I had Vromy, but I sold Vromy but just before I got Bonnie, and then it was when I got Bonnie that I really started the YouTube channel. Vromy was the one that got the majority of those. I got a message today. So basically for the last 3 years since I sold Vromy, I have been messaging the girl who bought her and been trying to buy her back, basically, because I never wanted to sell her. So then particularly after all of that stuff happened with Bonnie, after all of that stuff happened with Bonnie, I wanted her back even more. And then obviously I made that goodbye video to her. Today, the 18th of February, I got a message from the girl who currently owns her saying that she was going to put Vromy up for sale, and she, as promised, she would give me first refusal. So the issue, if you are coming here from the online questions Facebook group, is that there's actually quite a lot of issues in this. Okay, so I was not expecting this to happen. So issue number one, I don't have the money that she wants, and I wouldn't pay the money that she wants because Vromy's 18 now. So if it was any other horse, I wouldn't buy an 18-year-old, but it's Vromy, so you know, I have to. So if I get that figured out, it'll be fine. Okay, so issue two, we just sold our Jeep literally like 2 days ago. Like, we got rid of the Jeep and got a different car because we only have Toby, and Toby only had 3. Sold the horse box 2 weeks ago. However, the horse box's money would be what is paying for Vromy, so I suppose that's a blessing in disguise. Hi for the background noise, just thought I'd give you a little update. Today is Thursday, so I have arranged to go and see Vromy on Saturday. I got up this morning, it's currently 12:49. I got up this morning and went and left Piper, my dog, with my boyfriend Robert, because she's still a puppy and she's like a really needy dog. So he minded her while I went to move Toby. Mucked Toby out, and then I have to go up then this afternoon and like clean his turnout and do his hay and stuff. All that fun stuff. Yeah. So I just thought I'd give like a little update of my feelings like 2 days after this big bombshell, I guess. I'm still very excited, but I'm also like, I don't know, I'm worried because obviously it's been 3 years. You know, she could be a completely different horse, and I don't know how prepared I am for the fact that she might be a different horse. I know that she won't look like what she looked like when I had her last, and that's not me being, well, it is me being it is me being judgmental, but I know that just from photos that have been posted of her. As it stands, I haven't properly jumped a horse since before I went blind, and I went blind in like 2017. Wasn't it 2007? Yeah, I went blind in like 2017. That's like 3 years ago. Like, I haven't properly jumped a horse since I attempted an event in Ireland. It was that 2018 I attempted an event in Ireland. No, it wasn't, because I sold Vromy in 2000. No, yeah, so it was like, yeah, like 3 years ago. Like, well, like 2.5 years ago was the last time that I like properly rode a horse. Sort of pooping myself, I'm not gonna lie, about I'm currently just out on a walk with my dogs. I started work at 6:30 this morning, but I'm like an hour away from seeing Vromy, so I'm very nervous, very nervous, but we'll see. And I'm trapped in my dog, so I need to go. So I just thought I'd do a voiceover for this part of the video. Obviously this is muted just for privacy reasons because there was chat going on in the background with the girl who previously owned her, who I had originally sold her to. So update, I bought her. She's being delivered right as we speak, so I am currently driving to the yard. She's here. Hello, gorgeous. And this part really warmed my heart. She was a bit like, Tobias, go away. And now they are inseparable. And every time one of them comes in, they just start squealing for the other one. Which is a bit annoying and unsettling. But it's nice that they now have company again, especially after Tobias being quite literally alone for a year. He's really happy to have his girlfriend back because these two absolutely loved each other before I sold her. And it's nice to see that they haven't forgotten each other and they've just got right back to where they were. So this is the first time that I was riding her at my own yard. It went pretty well. As you can see, she's a bit sensitive on her feet. She has couple of issues that we just need to iron out. She did get a wee bit better. She's since been on a course of antibiotics and bute a couple of different times, and she's had vet visits and Fire's been out, and we've had a couple of different things. You can see there she's not really that comfortable with her head. I'll get onto that in a wee minute. So I was just taking some close-ups of her just before she got clipped because I knew there was going to be a lot of hair come off her, and I had never seen her this hairy before. However, the girl who owned her hadn't been doing very much with her, so she hadn't been rugged and she'd been out in the field. So it's understandable that she was a wee bit dirty. And I really had to include this, and I'd like to thank Stephanie for clipping her because the amount of hair that came off her was unreal. So this was her first ride post clip, and this is when I started to sort of question everything with her because it was her first jump in a long time. But even at this, I wasn't expecting the reaction that I got, which, as you can see, was her just trying to floor me. This has continued whether there's been poles or not. I originally thought it was just excitement from going near a ground pole. However, we knew that she was due to have her teeth done, so we obviously waited until we were sort of told more about that. So these are the rides sort of in between getting her teeth done. I haven't actually ridden her since she has had her teeth done. However, the results of that were that her teeth were very sharp, so that explains the discomfort that she was having. On her left hand side she had a lot of ulcers from the teeth digging in, and on the right hand side she had like barley grass seeds sprouting, so they were digging into her lip. So she was probably very, very uncomfortable, no doubt. And so she's been off now for a couple of days, and she comes back into work tomorrow per the advice of the dentist and veterinary team. But you can see she did actually end up working quite well one day, and that was the only day she's behaved since she came home, and it's been almost a month now. That was literally the only day that she's behaved. She nearly put me over the paddock fence. She started to nap as well. She now naps, which is not ideal. Where I am right now in the paddock, you can see there's a gate there, and she came around there in a lovely canter, just like she was just doing there now, and then just launched into a bucking fit, and I nearly went over the fence because I was not expecting it in the slightest. But she did work quite nice this day. I have to give her it. She worked extremely nice this day. It's just going to be a long, slow process with her, and thankfully she's an 18-year-old who isn't exactly feeling 18. So it's just going to be a long road to get her back to hopefully being where she was. And although I have no transport now, I can try and get a lift to some local places, and I'll maybe even end up competing her again. So thank you very much for watching this video, and hopefully there'll be more, but I'm not promising on how frequent it may be because I am extremely busy. However, with the COVID-19, the coronavirus, I am now off uni, so maybe I'll have more time to actually do stuff. Thanks for watching.